Now we came with the new chart, and this one is suggested by one of the trader. For me, I never trade. And as we can see, the rank is 40 based on coin market cap, and the price is almost 36. All right, since this one is in the market since October 2020, is a new, okay. And we want to see how we can look for trade. First of all, we move to higher time frame, we move to daily chart. As we can see, based on daily chart, this is what we get. As I mentioned, is a new since 2020, and we don't have much history about that. No, we want to see how we can look for trade. As I mentioned, for me, this is the first time I analyze, and I never traded. Since it's suggested by one of the traders, I'm adding, and I want to see how we can look at this. All right, first we look at this the way, from the technical analysis, and we want to see how we can trade it. What I can mention about this, what I see from here is still I can put this one as a correction relative to this. That's mean mostly we will be more interested if we get one more drop before we take the next move. And the next drop and what we get here may doesn't may I mean the next the what we're looking for, it doesn't give us really deep. That means me even the price doesn't retest the previous low. But if this one turns to a deeper correction, any reversal we can look for trade for longer term, because I can put this one as a 1 to 3 in relative to this as an internal flat in relative to what we have here for one more drop. Okay, if we want to look at this one as within this one as we discuss as internal flat, if we want to put in relative to this, the next, and which is the last one, have to retest the previous low, which is 20 technically before we get the reversal. But as I mentioned, the way is moving here, we can expect this one turn to a deeper correction. All right, then from there we can look for reversal. We don't need to wait for the price to retest the 20 before we take the reversal. Okay, if the price drop, it's good for us. If not, then if we get within this down move, if we get any reversal based on lower time frame, we will take the trade. Okay, this is how we can, the only thing is we can expect this one to give us one more drop, because still we can put this one as a correction relative to the first drop. In this case, we move to forward chart. But when we move to forward chart, this is the quite tricky how we can look at this, because the way it's moving is really corrective. Okay, it's really complex. That's why maybe we can look for, based on lower time frame, we can look for trade for buy or sell as a short-term trade. But the most things we want to see whether the price can break this. If we put our line above that, the price can break or not. Maybe we put the accurate one. Maybe put my line here. If we wants to look for continuation, we need to see the breakout of this line. And even based on forward chart, we don't have any trade setup. And if I move to 1 hour chart, the only way is if we wants to look for trade, if we get any trade setup as a correction of flag, maybe we can consider for the short-term trade. But we need to know we want to see the breakout of this. Even if we get the trade, in terms of the risk and reward, may is a 1-to-1. It depends on the traders whether they want to take the trade or not. For me, if I want to look for trade, either I wait for the breakout of this, I get the confirmation for continuation, or I wait for the price tag. Then if I see the price cannot break, if I get any reversal, I will look for sell. And after the price drop, retest this low, then from there I will take the trade. Because looking for trade from here, I don't think it can give us really good trade setup. As what I mentioned, if we want to look for trade as a short term, maybe look for flag or correction, but we consider as a short term. And also continuation should be sharp as what we get here. All right. But overall, still I can expect we will be within this one for a longer time. And if anyone get the trade, when the price tag the trend line, they have to start to manage. They want to see whether the price can break or not. Okay, because that's what we can see based on forward chart. The way it's moving is really corrective. And as I explained, based on daily chart, the best things is if we get one more drop. All right, it doesn't mean this one we have to wait for the drop. It doesn't mean 100% it can give us a drop before we get the reversal. As we can see, the ways, this is the only things we get. All right, we don't have much history about the chart, but this is how we can look at this. And what I can say, whoever is trading, they need to be really careful. Okay, by the way, we don't have any trade setup, we just follow the chart. If we get any correction of flag here, maybe we can consider to look for short-term buy. But as I mentioned, for me, I won't take the trade unless I see whether the price and I see the confirmation whether the price can break or not. Then from there I will look for next trade setup. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.